This is big. Ladies and gentlemen, the star witness of the far left, the star witness Michael Cohen, the convicted liar who's been to federal prison for lying to Congress and the IRS. The best they could find was shredded to pieces by Trump's attorneys on the stand. And it was glorious. It was amazing. Stormy Daniels had to storm out and run because the heat of the truth was pushing out all darkness. And we're about to get into that. But really quick, ladies and gentlemen, a huge shout out to Midas Gold Group. They have gold, they have silver, they protect your money from Bidenomics. I love this company because they're not some huge, company with thousands of salespeople. No, it's a small, veteran-owned, no commission-based gold, silver IRA firm. You can get one Silver Eagle, you can get a couple thousand worth, or convert entire IRAs. Text Vlad to the number 232425 or call them at 480-360-3000. Get free silver and qualifying orders when you mention Vlad. Links down below in the description. Let's get right into it. Cohen's testimony crumbles on cross-examination as Trump's lawyers present key evidence. Now, I read this entire thing. I'm going to give you the bread and butter. I'm going to give you the highlights. I'm going to give you, the stuff that will make you rejoice because the truth is winning and the liars are losing. Defense attorney for President Donald Trump on Thursday unleashed a devastating cross-examination of Michael Cohen, burying him beneath his own previous remarks about his great disdain for his former boss. Cohen, who returned for a third day of testimony in the former president's hush money, faced a barrage of broadsides from defense lawyer Todd Blanche. Now, and so it goes out here to talk about how on March 30th, 2023, in an interview with CNN, Cohen compared his fight as David versus Goliath. And he's David and Trump is the bad, evil, big Goliath. From Trump's attorneys, and you actually said on March 30th, so before the indictment was unsealed, that you had a Goliath on his back, didn't you? Sounds correct, Cohen said. In another instance, Cohen's words were used against him when Blanche pulled an episode of his podcast where he stated Trump would get a taste of what I went through in criminal prosecution. Picturing Donald Trump being led through the booking process fills me with delight and sadness at the same time, Cohen said, and the clip played for the court. What an embarrassment it is to the office of the presidency, he adds with an audible excitement in his voice, a stark contrast with his testimony in court, the outlet noted. Further damning quotes were pulled as the defense sought to discredit Cohen beyond his infamous conviction for lying to Congress. In the podcast from October 23rd, 2020, Cohen states, I truly effing hope that this man ends up in prison. What? This is before any indictments came down. This is before the 2020 election. Cohen already wanted, as soon as he got out of prison, first thing he wanted was Trump in prison. Then he goes on to say, Trump's attorney, you continue to call President Trump various names on your podcast and when you're even doing CNN interviews, correct? Blanche asks, correct, Cohen says. Now, let's go here. You called him Dumbass Donald, Blanche asks. Sounds correct, Cohen confirmed. Nor could Cohen contain himself from commenting about the trial on TikTok, where he has been criticized for allegedly monetizing his comments. But this right here is the bread and butter. This is where they go after his record of being a convicted liar. Later, the defense shifted back to Cohen's well-known lies under oath, asking if those oaths differed in any way from the one he took on the witness stand today. Quote, was that oath that you took every single time? So going back to all the depositions, the same oath that you took Monday morning in this courtroom? Yes, Cohen says. The oath doesn't change depending on the location, doesn't? Blanche asks. No, Cohen says. And each time you met with federal agents, you were told that if you made a false statement, that was a felony, a federal crime, correct? Blanche asks. Yes, sir, Cohen says. Lies to the United States House Intelligence Committee were referenced, which ultimately led to Cohen's perjury charges in 2018. There were a couple of different lies, right? Blanche asks. That's correct, Cohen says. When asked about which lies he told during previous testimony, Cohen admitted he couldn't remember them all. That was checkmate from Trump's attorneys. That was checkmate. So first they said Trump was still president before any indictments, before the election. You were going on the internet and fantasizing about Trump being arrested and imprisoned. Yeah. You called him names. You compared yourself to David versus Goliath. Yeah. You said multiple times in interviews with CNN and on your podcast, you truly hate this man with every fiber of your being. Yeah. Now that we know, we have established that you have a personal vendetta against him. You have a personal vengeance. You have personal hatred in your heart towards this man. So we know in the court of law, that's bad. That is bad. Because when somebody hates someone, they are willing to lie and do whatever to get revenge. But not only that, you've lied before under oath. The same oath you took in this courtroom to tell the truth and nothing but the truth, so help you God, is the same exact oath you took in front of Congress and in front of the IRS, and you lied. But here, you have an even more incentive to lie. Checkmate. That right there destroyed the case. People say that when it came to that, Stormy Daniels got up and left. Look, she came in to sit in on that day. She stormed out. That right there, I mean, who can defend convicted liar with hatred in his heart for Trump? Before any indictments, he was already bragging about, I want to see him in prison. Ladies and gentlemen, it's getting good. And I love that it's happening the way it is. The liars are being called out. The liars are being destroyed. And the truth is coming out to light, and everybody is seeing it. Thank you so much for your time. Make sure to give this video a thumbs up, leave a comment, subscribe, hit that bell notification so you are notified every time I upload Trump 2024 or sooner.